we've been investing heavily in financials over the last few years. And financials, construction financials, has been a runaway success. It's one of the fastest growing parts of Procore, construction financials. We've designed financials for the field because change happens in the field, and then to connect to the back office. And so if you remember, we did the Level Set acquisition back in 2021 because we already have construction financials. We already have a really well used invoicing product. And so what we were missing were the other two legs of the stool, lien waivers and payments. So what we're really excited to announce at Groundbreak this year is Procore Pay, which is the combination of invoicing, lien waivers, and payments. And it's a part of our construction financials arm. And so this will be a huge announcement. We are going GA in select markets. We're not going GA globally yet, but we're really excited about this announcement. We've been working on it for quite a few years. We have a great partner in Goldman Sachs. So that's a keep in mind, Jeff, we move very large dollar amounts because in construction, you might be buying many millions of dollars of a material. There's a lot. So it was very important for us to go out and get a banking partner who could support that type of volume. And that's why we're proud to announce that it's Goldman who's backing these construction wallets. So our first use case is really that general contractor paying subcontractors. And that's the one that's going GA. And boy, is it going to streamline construction. I don't know if you know this, Jeff, but it takes on average 87 days to get somebody paid in construction from the time they finish work, especially in the trades. I mean, that's brutal. And not anymore. If you use Procore Pay, we think we can get it down to weeks instead of months. And in the future, we even believe we can automatically track progress and get people paid progressively. So that's our future bet. But with Procore Pay, I'll give you one example of just a really delightful experience. Today, if I'm a contractor and I'm in concrete and I'm going to get paid, it might be a phone call, it might be an email. There's all kinds of ways I might do it. And then the general contractor, well, you have a lien, like you have to lift the lien, and then that goes back, and there's like a back and forth, and then the owner gets involved. And this is why payments take so long. In the experience we're building, literally the subcontractor logs into Procore and they have a button and it says, sign the lien waiver and the money will move into your account today. And so you click a button and it signs the lien, and then the dollars show up in your Procore account, like all automatically. So, from where we are as an industry and checks flying around and liens and physical mail and fax machines to like this like one click experience, and then literally the account number in your Procore account goes from 0 to now this new amount all in one platform, I think is going to really change construction. And I think we're just so excited to release this. It was sort of a natural extension of what we were already doing with it. I mean, we already have a lot of invoicing volume flowing through Procore today. And so to add the compliance aspect of liens and the payment aspect of money movement was a real natural process. So we're announcing that. Got a bunch of customers already in the beta today, and we'll tell you about who they are at Groundbreak. But and we have Goldman Sachs backed wallets.
I mean, this is huge because my background is I came from a trade contractor, right? I came from a masonry contractor that I quickly learned this industry is financed by our trade contractors, right? And you're kidding yourself if you don't realize that price, that financing is making its way all the way back up the chain and elevating the cost of things. And with the cost explosion right now and the cost of money, this brings an opportunity to keep that from going too far and to keep our trade contractors going. I remember back, like, I think it was like 5 years ago, I heard this crazy statistic that 70% of all trade contractors that go bankrupt are profitable at the time they go bankrupt. It's a cash flow problem. And
Yep.
now more than ever, I talk to especially the smaller businesses out there. They are spending 30, whether you got a controller or whether, you're small enough that it's just you're spending 30-40% of your time just managing that money and watching where that money goes. And you're talking about speeding it up for everybody, because a lot of the reason for the friction is timing and those legal matters that you need to take care of. And so we're catching that up. So it's going to, it can significantly drive down cost. It can easily, move that money faster. So great trade contractors can stay in business, and, you can confidently pay people. There's a little bit to this too, that, this is, you made a good analogy before that I want you to make here on kind of the difference in how the wallet aspect works
Yeah.
versus, what we do today.
Yeah. I think I do want to expound on the wallet, but I also want to point out that in a market where labor's tight, the ability to pay people really fast, it will be a competitive advantage. So it's not just, I mean, it feels good. It's very heartwarming to know that trades are going to get paid faster, because they will in Procore Pay. But also, there's an expectation. And look, those trades can go to other jobs.
Yep.
And so for general contractors, it is a competitive advantage to be able to say, look, on average, I pay in this amount of time. And if you use Procore Pay, we're going to cut that down. But yeah, I want to expound on the wallet a little bit, because I want to just uncover a little the way we're thinking about this in the future. If you go back to my first comment on the podcast, I believe construction is a network. I think GCs are super nodes in that network. And the way we architected payments is also a network. It's a network of wallets. And so the first use case of that network is we are going to move money between general contractors and trades. But because it's a wallet architecture, like Venmo, so for anyone that's out there, like, I'll get out of tech geek speak and just say, we built it like Venmo. And so what that means is any account on Procore in the future can move money to any other account in a safe, reliable, highly secure way, backed by a bank like Goldman Sachs. So in the future, we can move money between a trade contractor and a material supplier, for example. We could move money between an owner and a general contractor. Again, it's a wallet system, the way all of us think about Venmo. In Venmo, you send money to somebody, and then that money is in their wallet, and they can either take it out of the wallet or they can pay for something else to somebody else. That's the way we designed Procore Pay as well. And I think the first natural step is of course the biggest pain point, which is that GC to sub payment process. But the future is bright, because we believe we can move money very, very, very quickly between many different parties in construction. And that's such an exciting future. It's one that I think is going to just create a lot of efficiency in the industry and make money movement between folks in the network really, really easy.